Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here from Mylan Family Chiropractic Center right here in Bayville. I got Leah in the back seat. She's done. We're riding in the car with the chiro. So this topic, I was on the fence over and over in my head about whether I was going to talk about it, but I absolutely have an obligation to talk about it. And it's regarding, and this is not political, it's regarding the Supreme Court leak. The person who leaked whatever they leaked belongs in jail, my opinion, but truly. More importantly, it's the premise behind what all this controversy is about. People are protesting my body, my choice. Well, whether you are a proponent of this particular situation, RV Wade, or not, my body, my choice has been something that should have been never touched, ever in all of mankind. Why? Because we have a right to decide what's right for our bodies. And where the heck were all those people when the government or your job, i.e. hospitals or healthcare practitioner offices or the state government or the federal government or the military or whatever corporation was saying to you, it's not your body, your choice. We're telling you, you have to go and get this jabby jab. What happened to that? Where the heck were all these people that were saying my body, my choice when people were losing their jobs, their livelihood, their ability to support their families after decades of working for a company or working for the state or working for the federal government or working for the hospital or working on the front lines when this virus that we knew nothing about was running amok and highly infectious, and it was okay for them to risk their lives caring for sick people, bringing it, whatever, home to their families. But then all of a sudden, it's not okay for them to say, you know what, I don't want to inject this stuff into my body. There's not been enough research. This emergency use authorization is not enough. I've seen too much. I've been exposed enough. Then their body is not their choice. So I question you folks out there. Hi, Nancy. You folks out there that are up there in roars about RV Wade, saying, wait a minute, this is not okay. But you weren't there fighting for our healthcare workers, fighting for our military, fighting for the right for every human being to decide what's right for them and their body. That your job superseded your decision, that your job superseded the decision between you and your doctor that said, gee, you probably shouldn't get this. You have X, Y, and Z risk factors. Or the decision that you made that said, I've already been exposed multiple times. I don't need to be injected with this foreign substance that we know nothing about. We've done no long-term research. That mRNA jabs in the labs, all the animal studies in the past have died, but yet we've mandated it through emergency use, not because we've researched it for a decade like all other jabby jabs, but emergency use, and you are forced to either get it or you lose your job. Get it or you can't go here. Get it or you can't do this. Where were these protesters? Where are you? If you're one of those protesters out there today protesting because of this leak at the Supreme Court, and again, this is not political, if you're out there protesting, were you protesting at the hospital when they were threatening nurses' jobs, when they were threatening doctors who worked in those hospitals that were telling the truth? Where were you? Were you protesting social media when they were discussing truth and they were shadow banned and blacklisted and put in jail like I was? Where were you? So if my body, my choice was okay based on that Supreme Court thing, why wasn't it okay when they came out with the jabby jab? And why weren't we honored with our decision to choose my body, my choice? So if you're one of those people that really want the Supreme Court to leave it the way it is, were you standing up for people who were choosing not to get the jabby jab? Because if you weren't, you need to look in the mirror. Because shame on you. It doesn't work just one way. It works all ways. I may not agree with people's decisions to do what RV Wade is about. That's on you. That's between you and your maker. It's none of my business. But I believe you have a right to choose what's right for you and your body. I don't have to agree with your choices. You don't have to agree with mine. But I do agree with my body, my choice. That piece of stuff I absolutely do agree with. And if you're going to fight for it for abortion, you better damn well be fighting for it and protesting for it for every other reason. Like a parent who chooses not to give their child chemotherapy because they believe in their faith and they don't want to poison their kid with chemo. And then the courts supersede that and force a parent to give chemo. It doesn't happen in this particular state, but it has happened in other states. Or a parent who believes that the body has an inborn intelligence within it that knows exactly how to heal and does not want to inject poisons into their child, yet they're going through divorce and the court supersedes that and says, nope, we're going to make you do this. Horrifying. My body, my choice goes along with every avenue of healthcare. Every avenue. If you believe it for this situation, you've got to believe the enforcement of it for every situation because it is your body. God created you absolutely perfect. I believe that. I know that. I see it every day in my practice. And if you're going to fight for the right to choose what you're going to put in or take out of your body, you need to fight that fight for every single person who chooses to opt out of whatever mandates that go down the path. And where were you? Shame on you if you weren't out there fighting and putting your voice out there when these nurses and doctors and healthcare workers and military workers and every other worker in a corporation was being downsized and released from their job because they weighed the science out and decided that they didn't want to put that crap into their body. Shame on you if you didn't fight for them then, but you're fighting now. Shame on you. Look in the mirror. My body, my choice is exactly that. Fight all of it or fight none of it. Choose your side and stand firm. That's my talk for today. I'm a little hyped up about that because it's not about Roe v. Wade at all, in my opinion. It's about me being able to choose what's right for me and my family, and you being able to choose what's right for you and your family, even if we have to disagree. I'm okay with that. So this is Dr. Anita. You've been riding in the car with the Chiro here at Bayville, New Jersey, Milan Family Chiropractic Center. Just a little hand note. I will not be riding with you in the car with the Chiro next week. I will be away for the week. So you have a fabulous week. I'll see you on the next ride. Have a great day. Today's beautiful. Get outside, vitamin D, exercise, live your life, and maintain your freedom to choose what's right for you and your family. See you next time.